and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
That's a hard. 180. Number 53. Mike 53. They can't hang with us. Left. 53.
On third down, Cousins. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got fourth and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, Cook. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Listen to me.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
And that's one of the reasons we like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's third down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches' meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And then look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. And look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so much for our first points of the game. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Brissett now. And he's got his man Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Brissett to throw on first. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. Now Brissett hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
On 2nd and 10, Cousins rolling to his right. It's complete to Diggs. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And gets by him, and now a little daylight. Past the 20. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 50 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Shedding the tackle, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. They run with Wilkins. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Are you okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
He probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. That'll be complete to Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.